adwani ekire eye Morocco the national under 17 the Black Stars of Ghana edin kuku ewo Senegal for ensa no anopai yedi hu komo adwumre na se yatena se ewo highway sports ye betoa san komodie ni so enye no nko a edwa mediema so atro ede akwa makrazo folk omode to has anim senke be yankom no monko benkrom na has entiase mom na komu gamer eba so nyame yadom akosiera ewa Accra Sports Stadium no esan so mo mediema omo na 2025 2026 Ghana Premier League aye boy no omo gi yenti no enei omo sinka has entiase na ka game ni emfa nko TNA Park anase TNA Stadium eno ewo takwa mediama for chechim denti a omode sa request de akoma Accra Zofug no so ho nsem wo ha ye bedi ni nyina ho enkomo ene de akike ka ho nyina no solo ye de ho nsem ebeba se bibia ye fine
nyame adom boss bibia
and that's why heavy na de o
settings settings
wana de kwako ye na
yi the me fine nyo bibia se every time be na o de atoso kakra so na
okay no
no asset na eze
benya ya na kadwa da bia na nko bia se ya
me de senye enye de
na se bia se ya
accounting na anti no
ni se de anka nipa ba ko ne bebu so
de higher pa nkwan na ye hwe na no pa no de ne se o beto me officer mididi a ade gumi kom se be si a o ye mistake aso eno nkwan ne problem no
My Mama G campaign yes ya na ene omsi emfanto bibia nim se yewura mebusumi na na ekamia ye se ye hye da yida ba akopedisi wo na ye de aboye maame moba so de fe ne Mother's Day no na omugesia de omugitumi se ye maame mo ye dwumadi omudi ewo ye na brabom enye ye nko a ebia school mun sorry ahodo wura even mosque communities ahodo a ye wo no zema me for the musunko ewo ho ntom do moyi busumi me no na de asi wo se da bia wo me ni mu bia no omo e de celebrate eye Mother's Day nti wei akwanya da ho se obefre na wo maame ebi kura na enye wo maame but obi a wo se we play role bi ewo abrabom a eti se de nka maame na e play sa role no nti gesia ema akwanya ene on the show na no fiada solo ye fa nipa miensa amo eka eye nyoma hodo mo maame mo aye ewo mabrabom ti na akwanya sa wo ho Mama G campaign anase my Mama G campaign a gesia abomoden ede abano osu betimi afre na waka bibi
last time ma no na efre mo wo se mema so yete
mema na ya na ya asem na no odweno ho a wonti ase
wo se yete mema nka
okay all right enti we no solo di wo muni se ye ma akwanya onse monsem amodi atunye edwa nyina no gesia for be shortlist o ma monsem ne chese to asomu so tire chance adanse a wudidi fa wo ma me no no solo tum se adanse we di esofu ma na apai na ya select ani yim na fi ya pe o ma o de no solo chese
dasonko
utum se oye chese utie nsem no mo kana sa yi no na no fiada no abai we be kan se but mintimi kan abai wa na se mo yesa be ka se ma select no ba na asem no solo na utum se yes o maame e play e yewu kese e wona brabum we ye masika chede saa so na wo no maame no se mutimi wini a wo wini a solo ye mamo ye famo ye de mutu kwan na makwakwa jimani saa so na gesia products ahodo nyina no ewo ho a ebetimi ede amamo nti ebra na bedu na ye bie line no edura eno ansa obefre 0322494401 0322494771 eno ene ahoma obefre ewo so ye fa 3 calls pe nipa miensa pe ende betimi afomo ewo ene show no so dwumadie ene nsema hodo ede banyina no betimi akire wadwene ewo 0241915555 0241915555 betimi akire wadwene through WhatsApp and SMS saso ena do ni akire Facebook a Oyerepa Radio YouTube so Oyerepa Radio ho nyina no obetimi do nsem afa ho solo edi ewura no ne na afi nsem e wa no nyina solo e de aba Solomon Carter bibia bokode ebiem Safi why ready?
Oh, my ready.
Are you ready?
Oh, number ready.
Okay, all right. Okay say na nsem ho me hye bosen ka menya ka me de story bi beba. Okay.
Sa.
Ai.
Okay. Me refi kakra.
Okay.
Efa World Cup ne ho ana.
Emfa World Cup no ho.
Okay.
Matefa Asante Kotoko.
Yeah. Me kai pa ma ka say Koba.
Me hwese me de beba.
Efa CEO ne coach.
Me ka CEO se mpacho. Ma mo CEO ma mo coach.
Oza.
Ai, se di wisulu maka cho say. Ada ye force chinchina Kotoko nya CEO ana.
CEO de ebia no man fa
and I'm say chin say munya
Debbie say board na bitimi aye adwuma na why not
okay
but coach de force also munya bi coach de
I say hono obia dwene wo
unse de no na me ka che say say bo CEO ni dia na nipa na bi o obia wa ye adwuma me ehu pen a supporters no wa rehye say nipa so mercy based on adwuma we ni a wa ye ntino Obako kwa say ne wo say expect free no ho
mamenka we nchewe de medema so tutu form na mete no
okay
Asante Kotoko that the old model na yinim no solo menye sure say board no be follow the old model
ebesesa
ebesesa
ntie nya CEO
say omun fa the old model na wo ho no
okay
based on my experience.
All right.
Manya. On the board members in me and saying, my board members of Kotoko.
Sure, yeah.
It's based on my experience. Manya, I was Santoko Bobo Kulmuno. And you might be best.
Okay. But sporting director, ne de beba.
Then, wow, free A, no, I see M. Now free M, now kill, now free kill, now W. Ade.
So say old model no moon use to be. Likely say likely say ebia no more use.
The meme de maso to
no say the entire me busa sporting director no. Ye me see so am supporter Asante Kotoko. There's never been a timer me tell say Kotoko sporting director.
Okay.
Me minti bi da. And he say ebia no more use old model no mbe use a new one. Near sporting director, they are then say old na mana new neighbor, they are sporting director with me abishim because maybe they mean be that ABN BSc and I mean where they are. It is a new model be but they are sporting director no ebit me abishim. But boss important say Kotoko name your coach in Yapa. Boss na anu ya on say Chelsea so name Zabi Alonso.
Okay.
Season A and D.
At time when I remember name
Morino. Omunya name Morino.
It's a babontin.
Aba.
Time bay.
Morino. So now I be 2-3 matches to end the season.
But say then now to me more.
And then I have very concrete. This is so I can one game near you.
I got to open on so coach team be embedded no money no baba be.
O coach Timbia.
And
there is someone so what you
maybe almost season ebe enchene eba na wi a obede.
But say coach Kronos waja tumzo obeba Kotoko there. At this point in time, you sure say on any employers akasa say me Kotoko. And the name say Morino or Benfica
on a professional field no. Oh, say o contract o baby.
Yeah.
Name po say o akwanya say o do ani kire e baby fufuro. E wa bre season eba na wi ya. Yes, obebo mama ne but e ma bontin ye twen na season ne ba na wie ya. So tell me chana say.
Morino dey atafre ho is.
Say Real Madrid on say for sign of professionalism.
Yeah.
So tell me chana say. Morino entimi ga say okuchi Benfica aka 2 games o say meja ho okuchi Real Madrid.
Oh, there be unja ho. Unja ho but
it's yeah media no dey mo best speculate.
Yeah.
So tell me chana say. But Real Madrid as a club, any Benfica and as Jose Mourinho, I no we na dwuma Benfica no. Obakacho will be a season na ban we am Real Madrid. But the announcement to come when season na ban we.
Okay, aka one game.
Aka one game way.
Ghana Premier League aka one game.
Na one is go to coach be free Ghana Premier League na ba.
Na say European League si boss e dodo na de so so na aboawi. Ana bia omo
fa na one is go to coach be free Ghana League na ba.
Tell them better say European leagues no. The minimum say Norway now o starting new league o ma bobe 8 matches.
Say say what can be.
Dabi say there na no we da be na be wie league na da be na be wie league no we obeba European leagues ni nyina you say ye prepare chiri next next week ni awie ni nyina next week you say Portugal for awie
my season ni wie season aka wa match
Portugal awie France awie England awie next week Spain awie next week Ronaldo mu hono mu bewie say bi ofri Saudi wa and weekend na
say wa bubu
oh they say one match ni nyina ekọ na wie
ti twena one match ni nyina nkọ na wie
enti na mkasa aka one week no
na one match ni nkọ na wie
e bi by weekend ni see next week mu dia e wo say kotoko coach announcement ne ba
me dem asoso to form no board na nya o ma so mbetutu mrika
Kotoko player bi anko World Cup boss o ebia omombe to ma ba ne dia nti America tu no se wan pe coach amanu ame pre-season tema
se adwuma bia wura ma solo yeti hey se ekina bi ni enye sports wa ha adwuma di ebeja report wa ha ana meboa
na Kotoko coaches na sakio mo mu ja report
obi aja report o
Dabi we do anfa report anko Prince Osu do anfa report
anko one kache ho
onumu was san ne ma kra na omu ni no
obi had the report
danger Prince Osu te so ja report one ja report
say eso the report
by idea minim say Karim Zito there
omu wi a management nso beja handing over notes so tem china say no ba behwem san ne ye na adwuma bia mu why yankwa manone danger man akwa ba so ho ye
boss mpacho nyame adom
okay all right
nyame adom ho ye pa
sasu dan kwa danfo bia boko ye
o yemi ne kuma sasu yemi ne kuma
o ne kuma say the bibia ko to din
oh asem bia ni ho
okay all right sana
I think he probably misunderstood the whole thing because I don't know na a series into Mr. T from BB baby I can't GPL moons some a lot of conjectures, lot of speculations, lot of allegations and all that, you know. I don't know oma to ni na to ego. The second post na me here na make us say oh so VC has agreed to go and all that, you know. And on based upon the annual results, you know. Omo decided say they will take it and work with it. Subsequent ones in because I think I did about 4 or 5 posts. Subsequent ones never kick no. They didn't care, but I understand because that is what people does. They pick what suits them or is good in their ears or they can use for mischief. Normal use. So what I say. The only challenge I had with him is say he could have stayed in that lane. I don't mind, but I say veer off kakra. But you know, no say he be added in. I said me nene nkasa but I said dan koma chairman aka on so any other people mo free nyina na the only day no why we are looking at I think Nana Odu Safo also sending me message. I received a couple of messages and I ni nyina no ye
from the last one I throw you know as an personal
ni nyina ya the only day no boss you see mami taking this opportunity
but you am come on
come come in a jiffy mami taking this opportunity na me can share those that are in charge of our football any omon kra no any other person say
omon nkra
oh say nkra dey obi na say wo nkra so how do, no there are people who they have aligned themselves with the system omo for omo say they
omo furu say ebf ni dwumadi omudi
okay omo easy no but who is saying me tell me nka say fe dwumadi so many having said that there are aspects that say me actually my dream na me no mo nya adwen me kire my dream the aspect that I provide contrary information it doesn't mean say ni so dey say obi afi say the oye no oye to the best of our ability intend dey sanity yeah work to the best of our ability some may like it some may not like it but that is normal but the best we can say me enya dia ma set me ho up 7% GPL and Ghana football in its entirety affiliate and I say according to the ditch not because there's somebody in charge of it as ABI say the yesterday's man the today's man the tomorrow's man me interested in that obia oni me over the period and how I was hard on Kwesi who was a friend
Mati Dangerman Yankomra why Yakwaba na afi danger sasu dankwa sasu so ontra wo Germany nwuno obeka danger mani yanko soro yankwa wana nemra why
yes enti yede kakra bi esoso ede amamo ewo enkrofo kroso dia Dani Carvajal Madrid captain no ene anope ya na anope wie ya ena Madrid edi tuja say at the end of the season Dani Carvajal ento aso endi juma enfama Madrid ewo Santiago Bernabeu after 23 years osi akan edi ama Madrid wamu ebobo kono 450 appearances or say 14 goals and edi ama Madrid trophies there wajibebre na edi ama Madrid wamu etim na wano so ento aso emfa ema Madrid wamu ebobo kono ebiem na ne enyumre ya yeba ena Dani Carvajal actual statement edi ama Madrid wamu fans no and after Madrid bobo kono nkasa in general na Dani Carvajal say I live with my heart full and with eternal pride knowing that I gave it all for this club. Dani Carvajal nensem no tiawa ose kwa wonko no wagidie wona kuma mu se oba Madrid dwumadie bia wo so odide boama Madrid bobo kono ekoso no waye na afamu de ede amam Madrid wo mu etim na no Dani Carvajal ne dia eba ene anwumrei ewo dwumadie no eso Hansi Flick assign new deal ede ama FC Barcelona mbobo kono a 2-year contract extension with an option for a further year into 2028 and on a contract no eba na wie ya enom Hansi Flick eso dia eba anopa ye tehoma ese Femi Lopez ne 9 si from no ne 9 fa no kitwa pa na won ne 9 so no wanya problem honoma was so called na okoye surgery ewie Barcelona confirm diamaye esa best 4 to 8 weeks and a brand and koye surgery better fie na esa World Cup no enya dia Femi Lopez ebeko akobobi ede ama Spanish national team na no big blue eba ewo abrante no enso aseye na boss Croatia anemu Wamo squad for the 2026 FIFA World Cup when himself Ghana yani Croatia our final game and you bob our group no alongside England and Panama na Croatia squad no say that ebi mu ho awate omudin bi ho won said anti omudin bat nkwada no mu bobo papa Dominic Livakovic Dominic Kotarski Ivo Pandum womo goalkeepers defenders no Josko Vardiol Duje Kaletaka, Joseph Sutalo, Joseph Stanisic, Marin Pongrasic, Martin Elich, and Luka Vuskovic, almost defenders, and Fifi na ho, and a squad no egu, Luka Modric, Mateo Kovacic, Mario Pasalic, Nikola Vlasic, Luka Susic, Martin Bertuna, Christian Jakic, Petar Susic, Nikola Moro, and a fake Tony Frook. One so making it for the attack, a good old Ivan Perisic, Andre Kramaric, Ante Budume, Marko Pasalic, Petar Musa, and a fake Igor Matanovic. Way a Croatia squad up. One more at the Echo World Cup now. Every Brazilian has a squad in the moment. And Ghana, any brave to me, and I saw Mubebrano, and so a day free or ever. And Man United. Any Nottingham Forest game, Man U second goal up. Almost say also build up to the goal. Bonham, Ebom, Mebacho, Manchester United player, and Sansana Brian Mboma Semna Maker, and Sana Bonnie Cotonet anymore. Na image and a down screen and so referee the game. Echo her VAR no by Ebe Castle goal the best stand there. Ese ball Brian Mboma Sa. Emma Nottingham Forest pile papa area ya yes PGMOL and paying for as you go in can you say jina I'm a Howard Webb and in Nottingham Forest and paying for Casa SM radio we a mistake o say and no we a mistake I was our goaler one more gem that Nottingham Forest wabra one more elusu to Manchester United by 3 goals to 2 and on some kakram a free hole Eba Giorgio Chiellini director demand Juventus wɔn football strategy wɔde ato dwa ɛsɛ nneɛma bebree ɛna bɛsesa ɛwɔ Juve bobo konim next season ne nyinaa ne sɛ no abra Fiorentina show mo no is wɔn chances of qualifying to Europe ayɛ dene ɛde ama wɔn no ɔsɛ adeɛ no de wɛ nneɛma ɛkɔ no wɔn asesa nneɛma bebree ɛwɔ Juve ɛnyɛ adeɛ a wɔn ɛbɛtumi aka wɔn anim a ɛno ɛyɛ Giorgio Chiellini ne deɛ ɛno nso ɛba ɛwɔ dwumadie ne so ɛno no UEFA Champions League afi final no yɛsɛ UEFA say free to air no wɔn atwam nti ɛyɛ adeɛ a wopɛ sɛ ɔyɛ Champions League ni bi especially ɛwɔ Europe TNT Sport formerly na ɔmo yɛ BT Sport ɔmo acquire right no in 2015-2016 yɛsi ɛyɛ paid per view nti no afi no nya adeɛ a Champions League final, Europa League final, Conference League final ɛbɛyɛ free to air biem ɛwɔ TNT Sport Aman Crawford very frustrated with UEFA ni decision a wɔn nso ateki ɛde afa ne final games a ɛba so ɛwɔ Europe no ɛnso ɛho ɛnsɛm na ɛba ɛwɔ ɛyɛ dwumadie ne so ɛnɛ ɛnwumire Xabi Alonso di nkɔmɔ ɛwɔ ne close circles na yɛsɛ Xabi Alonso aka akyɛ nkurɔfoɔ ɛbɛn ne sɛ Chelsea team with their talent overdose and a huge potential and some our football club anymore was say oba abelidi omo na yade obehe as a potential and talent no obe utilizing afa to me and Chelsea agin crew api e bobo konima no e de free Xabi Alonso na so ye eba Sporting CP akoda ye friend Giovanni Quenda Nano aboard the last game area Edema Sporting CP and nyasem ketwa kra fair work kese pa and I demand on him says somebody I adia kwadano join Chelsea womu ebobo kona Giovanni Quenda and so edia eba and no na BBC and I announce your pundits and co-commentators for the FIFA World Cup I know Ebekoso United States of America, Mexico, and a Canada boss. Big name footballers, nibi, and so area Momoa, woman and World Cup, nibi America from football. Leading them, Olivier Giroud, Ebe Pundit, Ediama BBC, our 2026 FIFA World Cup, Nemo, Benny McCarthy, Ekaumbi, Cesar Aspilicueta, Eshemu, Thomas Frank, and our coach at the mass press, Omubobo Kono, at the start of the season, or quiet punditry, our World Cup, Nimwe Rudy, Eshemu, Ukai Joe Hart, Manchester City former goalkeeper, Nidi, Enso Eshemu bi, Efan Ekoku, Eddie Eshemu, Afe Abanta Nidi, Eddie Paul Robinson, Martin Keown, Michael Richards, and Afe Lucas Leiva, Liverpool former player. Woman United pundits and the co-commentators are in the BBC and your mobile Abeyi FIFA World Cup na Lanchera, Ashley Bansimo, Chris Sutton. Woman United and Sweden Womoa, Yade, Ewo and 7 day mount, Ewo Aye Jumadian and Swen, and you may Mother's Day special. I can't want some dada. Eddie Acho Geisha, Esse Yen Frena, Yen Kansempa. Emfanfa ye maame mu eho na maame a na asem ne beto akoma so pa wa bra ye de ensem ne nyina kogu ye social media handles na to aba no wo benya akyede pi ene de free geisha enso eho we eye mama G me ba cho dwumadie no ena ye de eho ensem no ede mountain na ye be sa bie eye phone lines na tum na brand so a wo so afre no ade dance e de afa maame ho se ye wa nkasa maame a wo se oye community mother e bia bia na ote ana ba bia ote no maame bia o cheso dituma sonko e wo ho a ato akoma so no afre na wadi ne ho dance se de be ya Gesha chede no wanu so ebenya bebre e wo ho no mo perfect skin and body therapy pimples, stretch marks, then so be tattoo, and ya create free ho body slimming, stomach reduction, body enlargement, flat tummy, Eddie account, Kumase, and cry takrade. Your branches, friend 0553 312 911 0553 312 911. Now only perfect skin and body therapy, Eddie and Como Promo. Achadie soko promo no egusua to promo pack of promo tomato mix, Gino pepper and onion, and a Gino jollof mix. Ubiemwa, ubenya code be a promo pack anymore. O dial star 844 star 99 hash. Na o decode no akaho. Na o yes sir, ye do be kan draw no o akwanya so be we ni achede pi. E wo achede so code promo tomato mix, Gino pepper and onion, and a Gino jollof mix a day. Emma promo. Taste the love. Reco herbal mixture. A crusher draw. Me bacho eboa pressure. Woni padua me yi pressure ni free okra. Afe cocoa ebeko infections beko menstrual disorder beko male vitality and afe general war be ni padua ni benya hode a reco herbal mixture no and e wo so no bi ura ba bi eto no also per reco herbal mixture. A crusher draw no ubenya bi na wato for 0244470067 na waje odie Bosch digital satellite decoder no bejibie nefa coffee game centers hotels guest houses restaurants individuals mobile installation we are near recharge akamo packages no and a phone call for 0556287757 Abroport Junction ship mweho and ye was Sprint Unlimited Edoko 2026 FIFA World Cup ewo United States of America and Canada na the obeya ne se ubetia $9,000 yema visa flight tickets accommodation afa match ticket intra-city transport ni nyina HMB 500 cedis registration fee and abetia uya $1,000 ye de your visa wadjuma at the amount na appointment date ne ba no what you have 50% of the remaining amount at the amount oko na osaka visa na the 50 na be so onsanka ni a refund the 50 no at the amount frame 0598742171 and a 0203 064 820 Kumase your airport runabout King's College ye ben Otiasi kind Rural Bank and Ankine ye 69 at Jengano Road ewo East Legon Ankine Sprint Unlimited asem and America at the action untine frɛ na yɛmfa nkɔ America ne Canada ne kɔhwɛ World Cup no ebi World Cup diaries ɛtoa so ɛde amamo kindest courtesy Oyerepa nsuo the most refreshing affordable mineral water ɛwɔ adwaman so ɛyɛ Oyerepa nsuo nsuo a ɛyɛ papa so a ɛyɛ krɔgye nsuo a ɛdɛ so a onomu a ɛma wɔ ahoɔden ɛyɛ Oyerepa nsuo pebi nomu ɛ nefa hydrate to body no pacho aye adwuma bre na mawia so pensuo anomo a Oyerepa nsuo na eye kama eno na eye papa wo fie uko school oye adwuma event bi na oye na pensuo de akọ eye event na se a Oyerepa nsuo eno na eye papa wo se upebi Oyerepa nsuo eye krogen ye wota no so ya Santo Senior High School hwe ani mu ho a frɛ 0535 0539 596 165 0539 596 165 now ne edi nkomo nsuo ne amapi na ode akogu ofie ene eye akosia dori seche fijase ahofe ne birthday or Germany efri kwabna safo or Netherlands Amsterdam ho ena eba happy birthday akosia dori seche efijase ahofe. World Cup diaries up next with Mr. Eugene Adu Poku striker.
24 days more to the World Cup. Bafo Wakwaba.
Boss Mbacho Johnson.
Akwaba Bima.
Oh, now away.
Sammy,
who is committing this murder? Somebody is committing murder. This is Medros. This is Medros. Away, Sammy, you are committing Medros.
Sammy, no one mass someone's. Wait, but for 24 days more to the World Cup.
24 days, and now I do noon 9.
Yes, it's a World Cup and a swan.
I was a World Cup number. I just
swan, sir. A swan, sir. The amount for him say World Cup with a Gusu Bonkaye say. Say games na move from 64 games to 104 games. Yes. 64 games to 104 games. Yes. Yeah, the 39 days never boss 104 games in.
Na say can you no nanke the 30 days na boy say the nan kono beka ho. Nanke the duasa.
Yes.
E say ni abeya the duasa kono.
Yes. Nti amanfo nhye nso say ya can how a World Cup no format na sesa and they have 48 countries at the World Cup.
First in the name invitation I from say Bobby.
Yes,
you qualify.
Nti ye ko yanim no eye dey a e be do stage bi no e be say 48 countries na ya expand na dey e ko yanim. Nti hye nso say World Cup we 104 games. 104 games.
I can say Mako any 9.
Yeah, 39 days and I dey ebo 104 games. Inti World Cup diary Edru Sueni e ka kire say Oyerepa Adama na dey World Cup diaries nimba. Inso ni say ne city. Ye di one dance e bo hu dawru no. Nse ba fo nipa bo ne fo so wo wiase.
Nipa nye.
Yes. Nipa na ma no nsia bo. Inti
nipa nye.
Hwenso ya pejai.
Ni apejai no.
Emma obi nkofensu foforo emedada o say Oyerepa nsu.
Mo bi medada o.
Oyerepa nsu no. O de o hwa do bo hu say food and drugs board number no e wo hu. Kama. Ena
ye ma bibi so aboduku da ho. Won nya buta wu no.
Yes.
Wa boduku wo ba oye papa bia aboduku hye ho.
Yes.
Tifnya bote na hwedi ye.
Hweduku ni ye. Na FDA number no. FDA number na WT 24A 385. Yes.
WT 24A 385.
Yes.
I know your FDA for number of the amaye say ye fanto ye pension no. O koto ahwedi ye.
We ye nsu edemufu a. Nsu bi ni nanim ene bi su ni nachi.
We no ye fe na oje aware nsu we. Wo de uraba na ne bo ofisan a. Bo ura fridge nim. So we no fridge mu nsu a na yi ba ko. Miwa no obo mu kakra. Mi so oje na fajo obo. Oje no bo wie no akeboto no. Oba pa mi dase.
Oye pension no enti pebi nenom se de da no ye bom nkaye no se nipa da sani bia nyame abo wa ba asase su no eda bia mfa se wo sori nu nsia ekopim time abesa da bi mu no baafo nsuo ye kutai bo modern se bottle no wanum kura enum kopim nsia
enum anase nsia
ese wo
5 or 6
na ebo ni padua no ho ban titwe di fi yarwa ho do ho saa soso e na organs bi woni padua no ma hu hia pa hiensu ba ko ye kidney
se won pese wo bo ho kidney ho ban ade ba ko a ebe bo wo ye pa hiensu.
Yes.
Na nkono nsu apatika saye mu ma.
Yes.
Obo hu se nsu ko ho no ma wo fa wo shekini se wi a obo se no ma di mu asa konkontiba bua konkontiba
enti hyene nso se utonsu a Oyerepa nsu da bia na ye ka kire mo se ye de ye po mo betu dudu akoton ko mo betu a ena manfo be bia bako nti open dudu atu akoton a bomodefo ani e kire tanoso ya santo senior high school udo mu gate na no ni opposite
ya santo hono no se wo fi sofolai na watra kwada so na watra su yebo a na watra IPT wadu tanoso udu tanoso a ko woni kaka se wo ko ebu akwa na no wo sabe nkum so
okay
ya santo aga so ho wo sani fa so Oyerepa nsu
eti bomodin na tunu dodo efa ko ba bia wo bia na amanfo enya bi ene akwa ye nhire nsuo
aye nsu agye nkwa
nti tobi
nom ne nya
nkwa
nkwa
pensu ebe mo nya nkwa
ebo no ma no ho ban o ho akoma ho ho kidney ho ho ahoma ho ahrawa ho na kinu mo jamu
yes
de bia ho odin
World Cup diary 24 days more to the World Cup and now your number 24 and then 24 air catch ye di kan catch was a World Cup and dan da ye bomon kai say 104 games and ye bo 39 days and ye World Cup ye bedi inti shenin so they say ye free 64 games no e 104 games but for yanko 1924 solo 1924 okay visa pe Uruguay for just sniff to screen so my na obi a wo hwe any opportunity enhwe omo mutie ne de betwa mfoni ni kama amomo hu se de si etie yakasa in the history of the World Cup no ba for wogi World Cup ba ko bia wo opportunity wo de star ba ko eto eye mo crest ni so so tell me
World Cup ba ko
bia eti offer the jersey of the Brazilian national team Seleção star na yema akumakunum 5 Brazil national team there 5 Italian national team there 4 the German national team there 4 the Argentine national team 3 the French national team 2 the Spanish national team 1 the English national team 1 this is Uruguay there 4 na ba 14 before the FIFA World Cup, yes, here in 1930, near the FIFA World Championship. Before the FIFA World Cup, yes, here in 1930, near the FIFA World Championship. And no, yes, here in 1924. The Babus say FIFA World Championship any day. TA 1924 Olympic Games, Paris. 1924 Olympic Games ekoso wo Paris na the Olympic Committee say football at the tournament the championship the Olympic championship and also Olympic Games no omo dia ma FIFA na organizing and na FIFA for two ni din as FIFA World Championship ye ball 1924 Olympic Games and the FIFA World Championship new year no. But for Uruguay for Nigeria.
Uruguay.
Yes. It's Uruguay in their history. Almost say almost first World Cup 1924.
Uruguay for there. Almost first World Cup almost 1924.
And almost second World Cup 1928.
Na say almost defend there.
And almost third World Cup 1930. And almost fourth World Cup 1950.
Into 24 28 30 6 years consecutive na just win
Uruguay for no
where dem dey cover season
and one say star na 4
and two of them 4
and Uruguay say omoje 1924 World Cup 1928
FIFA apene
some de ko World Cup FIFA nsan omo
nanya no ebo mu
we ya no besa de abo World Cup
no na
ebo mu say na FIFA agi atum so omo fa 4 stars and 2 omo crest so
omo World Cup na 4 stars
omo de abo mu just omo de bebo na ebo ho no just say
uko Uruguay a te say bia omo capital Montevideo solo unti ko ka say Uruguay agi World Cup mi no omo so omo agi World Cup 4 1924 1928 1930 1950 into Uruguay say omo first World Cup omo je in 1924 yentro no ento yenko yenim the oldest player to score at the World Cup Roger Milla and to just say abra na Roger Milla ekwa bo 1994 World Cup no na solo over 42 years 323 days na Roger Milla ewo na on say Cameroon team no on the oldest player at the tournament. Still in the history of the World Cup, the oldest player to score at the World Cup is Roger Milla. Yaka ni impact at the 1990 World Cup. Abra Paul Biya, our president, Edema Cameroon share said the then coach of the Cameroonian national team, Napomiaki, our free Russia, and for Roger Milla, and tournament TV. All Kono 38 years. Roger Milla shared 5 goals at the 1990 World Cup in Italy, including the famous goal against Colombia. I the Roger Milla dance at the Ebaye. na on said that yan kasim bafo Cameroon ni Argentina na e course 1990 no solo oni say Cameroon the record mienu
yes
omo the record mienu so still omo Argentina anom ye defending champions and 1980 World Cup no mo say boy as finalist na Cameroon e 1994 World Cup no whilst Roger Milla ye the oldest player at the World Cup no the youngest player at the World Cup was Rigobert Song non say Cameroonian no so wanya 17 years 42 days 17 years 42 days eti offer Roger Milla now for Rigobert Song the age gap between Roger Milla and Rigobert Song solo na 24 years 42 days in the history of the World Cup CSA country be representing a squad at the World Cup the youngest player and the oldest player gap age gap no the biggest one between Rigobert Song and Roger Milla which was 24 years 42 days intine 24 days more to the World Cup the age gap between Roger Milla who is still the oldest scorer in the World Cup history out of the 1994 World Cup and Rigobert Song who was the youngest player at the World Cup no was 24 years 42 days and no and a year solo the biggest age gap between teammates in the history of the World Cup.
Okay.
The biggest age gap between teammates in the history of the World Cup. And so oman bia ni wa wako World Cup ye fa player wanyini any player wo sa e wo team ni ma omo age no 24 years eshentem te se Roger Milla ene Rigobert Song at the 1994 World Cup in United States of America. Into 24 days more to the World Cup no ene Roger Milla and Rigobert Song. The age gap between Roger Milla and when you're 42 years and Rigobert Song and on when you're 17 years no na 24 years with some days 24 years 42 days and na eda entemu inti 24 days more to the World Cup and the number 24 no so the AC e the amati for and then you on the highway sports bafo oye pensio ye ni adanse kwa
adanse die ni ne kwa
ye ni adanse kwa adanse ye die ni ya adanse papa
enya adanse krumu
ya adanse papa ni ye die
enya adanse boni
nti utibia no watu ho na mon
utibia tu ho na mon
di ho adanse e fa kire wunua
so bi he ka bi he na di ho adanse kire wunua numbi he numbi he enya ka bi he ho numbi
package ni so die
package ni die edamu stronko na we maku numa na nsia de ese otimi
we kwa betimi de asho bag mbia ukwa
bia ona bi potom kwa am de share
na numa nsia o betimi de asho bag
bi dem de ba bi ya na de pocket mako ha
nsu papa abadwa so aye
na se obeda no bi da
yes se na se de si form no be yi ba ko bo ni se me emeni anyawa bibia be ko so bia mete the problem say office wo pa e wo ne se ase yes why
na wo wa na oka
enchire won kamfo no ho
enchire won kamfo no ho
oh ya bi onyamia
oje
anyamia
ewa sa yes
what is Emia? There was no Emia. That's what we said.
Ene ye de World Cup diary ni AC kan keti so ye pensio nyame ya do mo china 23 days more to the World Cup ye de eno so ebeba ebeda solo ase so di ru amano ne ba fo was ye da ase se ube support to the Oyerepa diary campaign see aka kire of World Cup diary no say achede da so na nya achede ke 20 ye kan no afa paper no pen na bibi ohu bia no watimi atworo na edane duru afia da bai quiz ni besa akoso na ya bisa questions utwa ya bomoden amo achede sonko emfa emmano na afi yatoa ensem no eso or say good evening bro, I am Atchison. Yes, please, I want to ask if Dr. Kwame and his management team understand football and knew that they are fighting relegation, why would they allow their best player and captain to join the Black Stars, knowing that he won't be part of the World Cup squad, not even in the 55-man provisional squad? To me, it's a calculated move by the GFA, and they fell into it. Also, the goalkeeper of Nations FC should be investigated because he achieved what he was asked to do by his pay masters. Hey, Master, evidence. Okay. Same, we must the mame. Mediama reportedly offered House of Folk 100,000 Ghana cedis as compensation for the final match to be played at the TNA Sports Stadium. The proposal includes free accommodation for Haas, 60-40 sharing of gate proceeds in their favor. If accepted, House of Folk will travel to Takwa to play the final fixture as a coronation match, where Mediama are expected to be crowned champions of the 2025-2026 Ghana Premier League season. The final decision rests with House of Folk as they weigh their options. Okay, and also you'll be there. See, you and
oh,
sir.
Oh, I see my share story. I can't headline when you. But me no man me say share story.
Say Mediama offer House of Folk 100,000 Ghana.
Apart from Sikano, Mediama for sounds also say, baby has better. Don't be dear, don't be the other, don't be da, don't be num, don't be dear piano. Now, I know how did you say you will be the other? An engineer, almost a fact. In fact, Willie Graham, your own Willie Graham.
Yeah.
On Crowdy Wakasa, I say, by Wednesday. Na omotini has a we na visa the patrol you know the man on photo sumami House of Folk your friend defense minister no the entire defense minister ne say na oyobi o defend to gbem papa oyobi a has board no o defend wo papa na we're a lawyer by profession and also a journalist. Defense minister say House of Folk for I'm a whole coin and must have disrespect with the key place. Ombe do criminal, ombe hijack bass, no be GPS, no chobia, omomunsita kokromo. Defense minister is a good friend. My Sunday man said in the casa. In fact, Uma require my soda friend. And then maybe by this time they will feel court. Or say say House of Folk less at this hard disrespect way. Me pa choma na nimra one on the kind when you be before the man nimra in nimra shephobia. Or say so a RCC chairman or who must organize the visa. Or say they will arrest the bus and the bus will not move and come back. Interesting times ahead. Or say what thing when I assume say or say bus do microphone combat. Yo, it's a confidential. Mimi kwano ekwana kota kwano minimu so. But in confid na me kwa na me sika meko and the one ye say o ma yasan. Eti boss yes
medium for the proposal come has.
And a proposal and say omoma has 100,000 Ghana cedis which is kind of 1 billion. Na 1 billion no me ma has no nya no nko a. Sika omo benya no gate on Sunday no. Has ebefa the them say almost has befa 40 60
almost say anka obobo na say has bobo no akra get process na almost has for say anka ombenya no almost family na me dem say ntwa anka ka ho
they almost say ti asem no me
boss say
almost say almost be share gate proceed no has befa 60% no mo me dem for 40%
no mo wi na Africa na
no na nchen no they almost say other expenses in ya me dem na befa
o mafa don be die don be da don be
bi o mafa
don be bi o mafa
say na kin face na Ashanti go dey na si
say I don't know
yen hey mediama offer to Accra so phone maminti
and am so danger phone come up
oh masa asema ba yi
yen ko ye
you come here be kwaba
David na dey back am me bomb home than that phones. I've never been someone of phones and you bet me abobo ne
kuta me use techno me
my yentie kasama for the ma
and the voice no ho
Willie Graham
voice no ho just speculation
oye adwuma wo GTV say Willie onyaye
debo ho
ono na kasama for the ma yentie sem o de atudo e de afa ho
it's still a conversation being discussed. Typically we have to be in Accra to play our game and then eventually it's still a conversation being discussed. Typically we have to be in Accra to play our game and then eventually be crowned. Everybody wants to play coronation match in front of our home fans, have full house, be nice on TV and all those things. So it's more or less a conversation that is being put together. But like I said, I wouldn't want to go into details on that one. Today is Monday. Hopefully by tomorrow, Wednesday, we'll get to know what the decision will be. If we are being Accra, we'll definitely be in Accra and be crowned the champions. If the otherwise, we'll also wait for further confirmation.
Okay. Willie Graham and Oye Kasama for Edema Medema. Ono so enchichi mo de amaye edifasa asemunti obedubeti aka ene message na by on nations no obeti aka ne mi no abom aha
things say
an absolute display
of the say o de menya abotre mpese mo ko he karela no me ha de because a Perusha with the way our manage to ba be kotoko operations now the nations score relegation there Kennedy bo chance
ono en kwese one of these matches players ni Chelsea no ansa no de a 50-50
yan kan okranchire nations for no ma kon boko pa no pe na monsem ka wiemo but as a person me show mo ne Karela no maybe hopefully they can go and win and me hear what will happen in the remaining matches but no krani nyame from all angles that you try to analyze the conversation from Jibo am I disappointed papa. You cannot tell me that was the new direction and a club in a person because selling key players when a club is not in a safe position, home matches now lose. I mean that should never be the case. Into nations for the year, Jibo Oman and to this situation. The kind of infrastructure we are Brankesen is not fit for a Division 1 match and a Division 1 team because I've been there, Makwa Brankesen several times. Dance crime ko rounds bu kuntanse Jibo na ese me fa ho no krani e ba kope their direction have been poor, their decision making has been terrible, extremely shambolic, but if they can rescue themselves against Karela or Tamala because Jibo the kind of direction if you want to sell players one club or any football person should know that even if your decision is sell person ton players fatu trimu say Division 1 players under no circumstance can they be valued the same way a Premier League player will be valued. So players to Division 1 a boy de beto mo nya no ne de beto obi o Premier. So even if you're a club and you want to transform from a club that wants to win the league to a club that just want to sell players, under no circumstance should you drop to Division 1 and not Accra Lions are. Wafa is still in the business. But me sure say sika na Wafa asie no kra na local teams in the betono which is Gideon Waja, Majid Ashmeru muni local ones so be say Caleb Amankwa, Richmond Lamte muna local teams in befanu pono. Omu Division 2 yomu and Division 1 they are getting that money. Into the level of investment Dr. Kwame Che inject to nation service in Division 1 and Fetiomo. But let's see, maybe last minute, some check Pando out of Lions. Surprise scoreline after losing to Heart to Folk. So maybe, just maybe, they can find themselves and cause some sort of surprise or Tamala against Karela. But interesting times ahead. I think Kennedy must redeem his image because, when media draw their buy and anyone same P Kapa. Media ma Heart to Folk. Saudi is about a bang. So, coronation march in Tinyambo.
I say allow my confessor your home ko boase Emma Omoko coronation match against Ashanti Good FC. Send a kwana bie for Mediama some be host to us
Bible say capi. You are dear now kwan yin na fatai. So what I say? So be ma atwem pra betimi akodo banche. Oh,
but akodo banche
that one sem fatal. So if what I den so wo ho kwan. E bi edan no kwa na han ma no. Nje du ba bi e say wa out mi kona one also present say chairman maba. But sem fatal. Because as a king there so invite baby girl no ba ofi. Nti wa de nyina wo kwan nyanya ne fatal. So Kimfesa, yeah. Now look at the level of Kimfesa. Ashgood air qualified the Aba Premier. Kimfesa and Timmy. Now Kimfesa acknowledges say, and even to some extent between Kimfesa and Ashgood. Now I say no person Bejatum say the old Ashgood, but basically, the way they replace the old Ashgood. Son of the from that contest, if you put it in that contest, the old Ashgood is bigger than Kimfesa. Inti wuni aketuampo because old Ashgood no was stay in the Ghana Premier League longer than Kimfesa. Wate Ghana Premier League 4 times. Or just 3 times from 1993 to 1996 before I had to folk Virginia 6 times and Sana Nana Balfour Bantama Hene Yura Sylvester Ede Kotoko Ebeji in 2003. Even after that, could have Fianu Nibi Ashgood Emon Beje the Ghana Premier League where Kaisa squad but sure for squad no Lawrence Latimo then time Emmanuel Bafuomo that solid squad or the Ombeje Petroshi Timbemo Ebeje the Ghana Premier League Emmanuel say solid team into a more large 4 Kimfesa and G League neda into which I can say Ninia Penny and or the Diabeto and Nimno. And from the financial point it makes sense to Kimfesa there or on who coin as a fatano. But it will be a big disgrace hard to folk. No matter the financial involvement. Say media match league na wie. And I say me ball coordination match. And offer have to folks say has in Bramiamba. That is perfect. And befitting. But it will be a disgrace to an institution like that to folk to lower themselves to a standard say afei sikantin in the home match. Oye fra kra kwatakwa. Not because of any inconveniences at the Accra Sports Stadium, but to stand and watch Midiama win the Ghana Premier League and see them celebrate, even when the home was not meant for a Midiama. I mean, this is something. It will be very difficult for any Heart-to-Foe fan to process it. And Tijibo, Mate Graham on common.
Yeah.
Menya sure say Ramayoka. And our Betis. As you did the Spanish La Liga. Madrid intimidate. Now Madrid last match was Santiago Bernabeu. Was a year for the Kobe San Mames. I mean, just imagine what will happen to Madrid.
And no na Percy.
I'm just
Percy Ghana boy could the message be about San Marcos so say how should never accept their offer. This is a huge disrespect. PSG even received their trophy at the Paris FC Stadium with less than 3,000 PSG fans. And Ponce JC Chia, how should never accept this offer. And also the other abandon. No, to say even that the FA laws allow that. Yes, he said the FA no more.
No, that laws they said you can write and test the laws. But maybe point they say from the point of any form, from the moral point, from the psychological point, this is a league and has to meet you. And I went to Nyanji. I was some one thing I bet me you should do when he said, "Ubet me diama crash." Now the last game, you come on a club's name for matches this year also. The Manchester United last home match is a ceremony on its own, even when United is not winning the league. And I just steady. All the clubs on my last home match is a ceremony. Yeah, ma obema ono ma ba ono Oyerepa banya nana ko menu ne ama menu na park isu ana ama menu kutane bay. What I say? That is what they do. It's an occasion on its own. Now have to full club can say we say
100,000.
100,000. 100,000 bet me house of players bosumi aketua. It's because they are not doing the things right.
Mameko Captain Siasia Kofi Isaac said the GFA is weak. Why do they allow clubs to violate their parents and home matches regulations? This cannot happen in the EP or the MLS in USA. And no, Kofi Isaac there our day abba and no. Martin or say Apia or say Farouk Mohammed. A Nations FC player loaned to Vision FC comes back and score against his parent club in a relegation battle between Vision FC. So if Nations FC goes to relegation and the player returns from loan, he will come and play Division 1 league. This game needs to be investigated, and also the match between Karela and All Blacks. I think there is a calculated attempt to relegate All Blacks. And also there our day Abba and no Captain Siasia Akumia Sechi. Mami Intiewe, Mami Fanan Adams de anywhere say you can't trust this current House of Folk leadership. They will bow to anything from the GFA. And also there our day Abba no Mami Intiewe.
All right, may hear from a different perspective. Football, you them lost and able, and you're home and away. And you know, team Biano, Obo home. I said the other teams in the opportunity to play home. Now we quite away, now we quite away. If we are near the Dunya points, case in the league in a man. Me, my confess and ne Ash Gold, the Manyantum, Namintum. Still, and I'm still checking out. But they will say them run Eka.
Oh, the
fact that we call that don't mean that me support that because the fact that I went there me called all for special reasons, right? The reason I make kono first number say me who say how was Aji good not to because me minimum was and you know me was as old as good the relationship na number say me who say I'm going to see similar. I'm quiet no me na boso and they don't tell me quiet nya BBNT you got my point then some run a day football there then as a team be as well the league and you know major league on medical call team no abam ho abebo match na say also me call home I say I am was am go home na make sure sika dia ma no me say no there was a near confusion. Oh, Linkley. The arrangement had been reached between the two teams. Some bet 60-40.
60 for when 40
60 for Kimfesa, 40 for Ashgood because over the year all the organizational works, over the all the promo. What I say, Kimfesa are according to them. Then an opana and Kimfesa a request for 5,000 by for Omo to facilitate
Omuko 5 times go for.
Yeah, to facilitate Omoko. Santos cannot be two. I could do not much paper so. We drew one and I'm cut to give us company for. Say a more arrangement on me, no say, as good for them first can a moma. More.
I want for my sister now, mama.
That be the entire, but you know, get process because we go home.
No, you're trying to get maybe.
I agree that.
I agree that.
And I give us a forces and fat Sicombanian gates. I stand to
do. We could side.
May I show us our white? Yes, a BB or a different from the Baba.
Well, one do time after 2 and I said to him about parking to warm up. I go to bar.
Give us
this pumps and pageant to support us energy. In fact, the VIP it was full to the brim. Pack your capacity for any of you going now. Other center line one the other use nipa ba okama afi Kivesa be one be to be 5 minutes na Kivesa san call here the next moment it actually Kivesa go from bus abakumase other first kara momo it took the intervention of Impenifo, especially the municipal chief executive in Impenifo and the Kushia Kivesa was getting information from Accra from Alaji ho no communicated through our. And there was I feel go for ambassador many pa him for in go for back Africa face as omoko. MC moko kan you know. Then omo ti access face scanning now. That is the information that I say. Scanning now gate you know the man. I want to say
where a proper Takashi.
I want to say it's face no. The entire league go munyai. The entire league come can't get come matches in our now and now make a say I am against
let's say make it first again.
So based on a explanation I would my idea it explanation they are my idea let's say okra for say so obekona benyeska dia kona koje
not necessarily make guys say embrano
because we say Kinvesa koye no sika omunya na nura no onya sure say Kinvesa games on board no ba nyina omo kambo mo benya seska
yes send the panel who can take it. Yeah, let me put it that way. That aside, no, maybe the other Emrano. Also, the best practice is the Juma. Not say over examples. You don't see this happening. In other words, coronation, no. Say, Uber League, we are. Over to my ready. Second, I will be that. 2 league, I will be, I think what I also. The following week, no more looking at no boy, and I trophy in the mama. Or that's it. So we can do it. Say, I'm going to see home, dear, hallelujah. Now I understand. So I'm see home. There will be another opportunity. Obetima, I organize this idea because I can a bad example. As well, next time the local nation as me free say, me transfer am here, me free say, anyway, me Okowa, say, your friend say, Sika
no could trace come on.
You know, me some me dim come Ekokoram ko bono ye beja tu sa. Abra ho nyam venua. It does it. So let's not set bad precedent. Say, I'm not wise, I'm not problem in Rana. I say, media money has agreed so much. Have any problem with that? What I say? Say about read my lips. Say, I'm not a real football, and happy. Especially media money has. And so quite be especially media has. Be a game no soon and so. And Sally standing because one answer I go to the Kifes at the Sunday. Right? It's the half you know. Top 4. Ebia medium waji league no your ball league no matter points are the second team in Babiano Gold Stars in Timi Emma no Mesa medium ho ebia has position maybe order no teams they didn't achieve and then will not affect them and there's no problem that's no any issue of one and no problem okay any arrangement no the whole thing is say enko Kifes at didn't be mobile na my gentleman na agreement ma jetum na makwakoye okay but I don't think it's the best instead no takwa for betimi abobo house match na wi the following week no must schedule another match with every atiko to kobi and I say has the same house of folk now move with pulu crowd na takwa kra enura niji omuji na ohui omuhia coronation bibiem enura mogofa dup nation na kakarika yi ekoso otakwa obozna keke fo na musa akofa yi akoya oso wa ye shepe nowa yemra me ship na ando was sleep you no takwa no kwe ai ebono wa nsuo to gidigidi otakwa no na ebono wa akoda park ne so se woni nyame kasa se nsuo ne be stop nsuo o stop di nsuo se nsuo stop no nsuo bo na ma ne dwane fifa oko esiu se dey na pa me fi say yen hwe ni yi let's not be out of any journey in Mabinti and say you football man in other way amuji se coordination ya na maji they can also arrange yen omumwe sas kind of person mutuama house no okay maybe people use sas kind of arrange another even to we kwanka mukwa na nka Western Derby omuso say house so ebe mani pa ba so the same house of folk can come after when unum game you know all right nana ponsa the free ahwini Bodwesango Senior High School. Was a good evening seniors. You wanted Kotoko supporters to go and support a dying team when we are limping. Both Kotoko and nations are disgraced to Ashanti region RFA. As for Kotoko, the less I say the better. House of Force should stop the boss star and go for the money to pay their debts. And no, na ampoma and now the free Bodwesango no this message about. Then mama minti we na fe yanko Owura Kofi Adam so nsema waka dey afa Black Stars budget ho. Amanfo busa kwan ya ye fa so achicheska for a World Cup no titru Black Stars team no. Ka sen ye bosika na he na ekọ Owura Kofi Adam so di nchichi mabanti mama minti ewo has proposal me de ma de akoto mo nimi na afiyemra Owura Kofi Adams eso Francis Apia edifi UK yes or see they are setting a bad precedent in Ghana football the biasemo Amponse J or see that disrespect to both Kotoko and us from this small clubs is getting out of hands also there our day aba enono Kwame Boateng Obrimpon see are we doing football or chaskili also there our day aba na ha ebono na mo he on TV here no any Facebook ebono
ɛna obutu park so a ɔbɔ mpaeɛ sɛ nyankopɔn ma nsuo no nti no nsuo no buo no ama ne dwane
we dem say me dem afọ mo de ba so me entertain wo
wana takwayɛ dɛ
di on maniska
why
ebuno wa
am maniska eso ono ye content creator o
Fuck na flat it.
ben nsuo no ti bibia yɛ kama ba for ma mente we
boss
kakra mi
asem no ya has of folk me dem afọ atena se hu sɛ omu hia sika omu de ebetua ka se ne be omu betimi ato players because akwane friends any headache e decide say omu has two players na say boss o kai do bebo mu no and Mrs. has asset and I'm putting my come money to know and a secretary to come back for Jaboso and a friend saying or office back no Makako Jeno or my council crime is easy Nina a bossy canty has a call I could hear him I could do a point where Omunia Kuma was a mediama a has in your Kuma a trouble from say Mumran Nanka Modiana Mobile non film with the Mumraman non waha. Na mumedi and any situation has room by abosika you abosika within public comedy yanko abosika and now we have supporter now especially the NCC for no because the house of folk betima feel a class stadium who dare media say peja match fabra kan itakwa ba omukwa obi anko and media for say gate amubenya no aka no mo de mo sesen fama yen ti aso betima akan across stadium seat ni nyina no matro e da koma media ma for so muntua no mutua
sa
and so some gate on benya bia
o some 60-40
there be gate on benya no ska on benya kom bo mo match na
benya no gate no omudi kan mo 100,000 no which minumi no nim say the current house of folk against Mediama were across for city.
Omunya 100,000.
Into already near mama 100,000.
Into say the chairman gets other
expenses. Ebi a fuel am de begumba sim. Baby amoba mo beda. Ni nyina no Mediama for some afa honka. Afa TNA stadium woni pe beba stadium hono. Even though e Mediama na ke beka say home. But esan senka game na ye bebo no. E mo house mo home. E across for city e bebo ntino. Nipa beba stadium usika no mbetua no momfa 60
boss
yes you fa 40
media ma for mu keep say ska ni nyina omo no house boss Sunday we are the following Sunday
omo say invite us
omo house mra no mo
I don't think it's bad for House of Folk to take this decision because already our away performance is better than our home games. House should go fast for this. We if we say dear wo Jepta aka Tofiakwa and the message we ede aba young sports minister
circumstances no and I hear the problem no nti wo de senka media me friend has for coronation match de nkanya hwe but and I make wo do mo Sunday match no we are I'm already the following Sunday no I'm for say scan nyina sa no mo no kan nyina and from my house no mo house in fia ho hia ni
yentie minister for sports and recreation Owura Kofi Idi Adams Wacheche Blasters budget no emu.
Every public purse dollar CD that is spent, the public will know what it is going to do. Anything that cannot be known means that must not be spent as far as the World Cup is concerned. If we accept as a country that we need prayers and the person who is going to pray says that I need oil and that oil must be bought, why shouldn't you let people know that they bought oil for prayers? Another person says that okay, I want to recite Quran for the team and when I finish I will slaughter a ram and then it will be they prepare food to give to and it comes with a cost. Why shouldn't it? It must be transparent. Let's be transparent. If we think that this is what as a country we have come to accept and that others are doing science and we want to combine science and this, then we must do it. And in doing it also, let us not hide. And at the end of the day, we come and see some big budgets there that, oh, this one was for something that we cannot talk about. I don't believe in that. Everything must be talked about. Sports, try thrive on trust, and trust can only stay when there is transparency. When you are not transparent and professional, you can't keep the trust, and once the trust is not there, sports will not grow. And so, because you need the trust in order to have the funds and in order to have sponsors come in, you must be transparent and you must be professional. So if being professional include saying a prayer for the team, report on it. Let people know. Don't the players, even before they start a game, assemble on the pitch together after all the exchanges and pray? So why do you want to hide other prayers that you say for them and say, oh, that one is always a means, we don't want to talk about it? Let's be able to report on it. So let's report on it and let people understand what goes into it.
Okay. Owura Kofidi Adams ono na sports and recreation minister and some of the atu edwano no o say Black Stars budgeter ya dey call World Cup no the wo mu bia no obema Ghana fo hu o kan akosi say impropriations so bi kura so okoto oyem ya dey abompa ya ni nyina no obema Ghana fo ehu na we baba da bay obed ansane akọ World Cup na after the World Cup no
they say before say budget today. More would just get from you present the budget to them before the event. That's what happens in finance. Because they Ghana for Sika. So Ghanaians should be hopefully. So there's the promise from the president.
Okay.
Oman Penina can say every Black Stars World Competition biano. Obama transparency I Juma Ghana.
Basi yengo fa ye metim no.
Meska ukodi die
ye koma sofu bi scam na ko
na wa bra bo na pia montin a wo yem hyehyɛ
bia de me bra me bo ye de scare ko to baabi say ye mompa ye ma blaster ni nyina na be ka che Ghana
asem me say wa bra bo captain e pia montin a yem hyehyɛ ene ejaye so onim say pia montin na enye de ene ejaye me te wa bra me bo de pie bia no pie me yem hye me bibia be pie bia me okay say mpie yes de be pie bia dimizem de eda me kuru abaye madakura me epia me obi ani mini asem dia obi ani obetina so
ai just a minute
it's a budget no wo di bibia se mu enye dia na usuro se be pia de ne yifrim ntem o de ase aha ndunu se bra na wo no epia bonten na enya ene ejai bo simple
okay
actually din
transparency
Mami announce line FM 0322494401 0322494771 obetin afre na obadwumadi ni so mami nti obafo
transparency
and as producer for the show Alasan Said Kufizakito ono na etena chire awoye production
and otitu afide ni furu
ya kama dem ai ono an next time obetu no hofo mami nti o
boss transparency there accountability so here. Just that we misconstrue accountability and transparency. Transparency, before internal minister they come. Accountability comes after. Into everything and if you say Ghana for say, I want to be hearing now would you see yo, which for me, I remember the minister has some kind say a banisana after show commitment in Manko for as we invest in a bit me about.
Yeah, that's say Udi maybe I can say Finado was matwaso. Ajagreja oboase yanko.
Ne tene je amsa de ba ko ante America claim ye money to sukakra ye pese mo kai mo ne se National Sports Authority. After say oba ye Ugima Wudi na afa ye new Jan sukakra but mo here stadium no. O my admin na nko World Cup no so because of World Cup no ye jai Ugima ye say ye fe ne task force de so kumachi. E ko he Cape Coast and ye sipon still ye tia na tie. Oba more than 2 years you and I close 2 years but you had maybe away. Tiasuramo uma maadwen kakra nko ho mai mama ibia nko ye World Cup no
ye da se Ajagreja kakra udin ba bia kasa Finado wasma to aso
ofa ba ko fe
Benji ententem ye conference ye nko
ya conference sevia ofa Oyerepa Radio ti wa iba conference sevia dia e fani agro dem ka se ase fo ko no koto ko ye ke bi se bobo na ntimi se go a o bo no pa boss de good and change be se has been for say on place country akara da on mo socket me socket dia ti dia obi ani obi a tue be so o so dia fa after for amuni belly some one day I said
ya te Benji ya da se udi ma bia kasa Finado wasma to aso
but good
evening
Chairman is tomorrow here but Tiana mo come okay Tiana go so was over for every sponsor Ghana Premier League. It's why we can Yakobo be the bonny board on the club. Yes,